Yes. Welcome, viewers, YouTubers, and friends alike. My name's Mango Smoothie Man, and today we are diving into the world of Minecraft a little bit for this afternoon episode. My apologies, I was having issues with OBS, and I've been running test runs, primarily dealing with my Tomb Raider game, but I finally fixed it. So, of course, unfortunately, I won't be having any recordings of the Baba Yaga storyline there, but hey, it's a bummer. I might play through it again at some point. Well, I won't be able to because it automatically saved itself. So I'd have to play through the game to get to that to do it again. I can explain some of the premise of it, but I'm going to be doing main storyline stuff for this point. Now, let me turn on some music. Yeah. So they make sure I don't sound completely drowned out by the music. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I guess I'm not entirely drowned out. That's what I was worried about. Do. There we go. So, as the name suggests, oh, there we go. Now I can hear my voice. Okay, so as the name was suggesting, we are going to be checking out a couple things here. Base of operations. Now, this is the base of operations. Now, it started out with just a little bit of this stuff here, pretty much all of this. But there has been a little bit of the change of rules here. Give me a second here. Just messaging gamers. So we did change the rules a little bit. Originally the rules were is that we were all going to actually fight one another. And let me turn this music down a little bit so it's not like overpowering everybody. I think that might be too much. I think I should just change it from the... There we go. There's a little bit more of a background from if I do it that way. So, we changed the rules first and foremost. And let me recap for those of who are not aware. For starters, we were actually going to have a battle four-way. Me, Mike, Kurt, and Gamers. Me and Gamers being fairly competent in this game, and I have no idea about Mike and Kurt. My apologies. Oh, and as a heads up, if anybody watching this is Mike and Kurt, stop watching it. This is our base, and that is cheating technically. So, we ended up actually changing it at some point where me and Gamer said, hey, let's set it up to team up, because Mike was originally asking, hey, me and Kurt want to team up. Is that okay with you guys? And he was telling him no, and I was talking to him, and I was like, you know what, yeah, let's team up, and we could have a lot of fun together. So, that's what ended up happening in the end. We ended up actually teaming up. Oh my. And now it's me and Gamers versus Kurt and Mike, which I don't know if those guys have actually played in a while. It's kind of crazy. Gamers might actually pop into my voice chat in a moment here. Hi. Let me... Yeah. So, quick little rundown. This is the base. I decided, and this is what kind of blew Gamers' mind, and I'm going to take credit for this, because it is my thing. I'll show you guys in a moment. So, I created a base, and everybody knew where my base was, and I was like, where the heck am I going to put myself now? Where? I have trees up above me. It's very easy to find me. I am screwed. And then I came to the idea, wait. What if I do a dimensional door pocket dimension, hide it with some stuff so you really can't, no one's gonna know that that's there, and now I have a pocket dimension home. So all I do is keep up a facade, and I did a pretty good job of keeping it up for a while, that I don't know what I'm doing. Which is kind of awesome in my opinion. And when me and Gamer started, we started actually playing more frequently together, teamed up. Oh my. Should turn it on my volume. There we go. So we started playing the game more together, and I was kind of worried he was probably going to end up figuring out where my base was. So I did a really good job of keeping it hidden, and I'll show you. This is where we decided to team up. When I was playing, we ended up in a dungeon, and I was having fun. We decided to do a blaze spawner project, so this way you can get a bunch of blaze rods, which we end up needing. And he kept seeing me disappear, not knowing what was going on. So I was like, you know what? After a while, I was like, let's just team up. And then he was like, oh yeah, Mike and Kurt were asking about that. I'm like, dang it, why not say that? That would have been better to know sooner. Which wasn't a bad thing, you know, because originally the rules were set up that way. So we ended up taking over this entire dungeon. Those guys don't know how to get to us anyways. And we are deep within several, well, not deep within the pocket dimensions, but we are. Now, there are risks to pocket dimension bases, like if all the doors gets deleted, you're screwed, which is how I was set up for a while. But as of late, I figured out and tested some stuff out that said that figured out how we were going to do this and keep ourselves from being completely decimated. I used something called the Horcrux theory, which I did test out, and it works out beautifully. So now I can keep this entire base safe, even if we get screwed. There's no way for those guys to get to us other than, you know, hopping in a doorway. And that's assuming they can find the doorways. And like I said, don't be cheating. So, he has an ME set up. For those of whom are not familiar with it, it allows for us to store items as data chip things, and we can recall them from the main center in the front if we go down there. Now, he's setting up an enchanting table and some other interesting info. Originally, I only had this one level, and he's like, oh man, but I got all the stuff I got to build and put together, and I was like, let's just put on the, let's start putting it on the second level. We got a couple cool things here. Hub world, phase base. This one I have not actually built yet. No kidding. I just started this one. It's decor growth. It's going to allow for me to focus on growing things I want for making stuff look pretty, and maybe ore berries and stuff like that. Okay. This is what Faye worked on, or gamers worked on, for a while. It is a tree harvester. One of our little points of power that we use. Oh no. Oh, that's right. He turned it off. That's right. He disengaged the setup. Oh, cool. I'll probably pop in with his voice in a moment. So today's midday stream, I decided to make it a Minecrafty update thing. So we have our power, we have all our generators. Let me pop over to the other world. No, this is Gamers' world. This is his. Oh, this is a cool thing about the dimensions. Yeah, you can go out and it's all black and cool looking. There are some major scary downsides, like if things go really, really wrong. But you know what? I think we're fine. So we have everything stored in here. We've got our mini little smeltery set up. One of the cool things about this gateway thing is I can actually, and I'll show you guys in a moment. Right now, I'll show you. This is the hub world that I designed. This allows for us to hop in between all of the different dimensions as we go. One huge cool factor is that I can keep adding doors throughout this entire hub world and have doors for everything. Power can be teleported wirelessly or via some of the special pipes. So in his world with the trees, it actually harvests, it gets power from my dimension. It harvests the trees, cooks them into charcoal, then sends them back into my dimension for, you know, processing. Which is cool because I could do that with pretty much everything. We are actually going to be doing this stuff later on. Ooh. Oh, man, I'm going to have to fix this. This is going to drive me nuts. Ah, my God. Oh, no. Aesthetics. They betray me. No, now there's holes. I'll have to fix that in a moment. I was thinking about preventing that earlier, but it didn't go over so well. So, We have a lot of plans for the future. As it seems to me, Kurt and Mike have kind of fallen behind the race in technology and power. Mainly because, well, we can do some serious damage at this point. So I decided personally to give ourselves some really cool, fun goals. Um, Several of them being building a base, a overworld base, because as a new rule since he discovered the dimensions, and I wasn't going to do it because I knew it was going to be cheaty anyways, but we made it a new rule that you can't hide flags in alternate dimensions, which we are going to have to mention to those guys too. But they have not been on all week, well, from what I can tell, which is why I'm pretty sure both have managed to get so far ahead. Now, this is the computer that stores the information for all of the items. And this is the box that stores all of our charcoal, which is then in turn turned into power via steam generators. And this coal is cycled through at wicked fast speeds in this loop. This is great. I love this. We have gotten so much stuff going on. Ah! Now, a couple things. He's made me an atomic disassembler, which allows you for like destroying all kinds of stuff. I can, what was it? I can right click. Here we go. I can change my efficiency rating, so I don't accidentally blow holes through everything. Now, if you have any questions about pocket dimensions, feel more than free to ask. I can definitely answer them. I've done a lot of research, done a lot of testing, and come to the conclusion that these are a very volatile type of thing to use. Say if I die, and I have put security measures in way for that, and I don't want to explain it because then I can get screwed, but if we die in Pocket Worlds, we run the chance of ending up in a place called the Void, which, yeah, good luck getting out of the Void. The only way to get out is by touching like this unraveled fabrics, or not unraveled fabric. There's like the stable fabric stuff. It's basically a whole it's like think of this wall back here. The whole world is comprised of this stuff. Well, kind of like this stuff, and whatever you place in there slowly degrades to turn into the unraveled fabric of time. It's basically just the weird thing. You know, I thought that too, but I was researching, and now here's the thing that worries me is the one that I was researching was updated, like the new mod, like the updated one, and like the final version, I should say. We're playing 1.3.9 of the one that was stable for this game, so I don't even know. I actually went into my single player world, went through an entire dungeon of doors, and didn't come across a single one of the enemy entities. Like, they just didn't exist. And I have a feeling the veil does not exist in this one. So I don't know what happens if we die. And I don't want to test it out because if we end up in that dimension, well, the only way out is by jumping onto... No, it does. Well, no, it doesn't. What? Does it not have the You know what? Here. I've kind of done my chatting for a while. Let me get gamers in on this one. Hello and welcome. Sweet. Okay, that's good to know. I kind of went through all the talking bits that I wanted to. I just wanted to show off some of the basic stuff, some of my storage. Yeah. So you're saying it doesn't have the veil or it doesn't have the veil. It doesn't have the void.
No, it does have it.
It does have it. See, that's the thing.
In single player, and I've gone in it before.
Okay, in this version. Okay. See, when I played ages ago, when I was being teleported, and it was funny. I was being teleported and teleported and teleported, and I was just going through all these different ones, and I ended up being teleported to a dimension which, think of like the Mines of Moria. You know, giant spire. It's not as effective if I'm looking down. Giant spires of like stone and stuff, and big structures, and filled with those things. It was nuts, and I'm not even sure how to get back there. I spent all morning looking it up, trying to find like any information about that, and there isn't. Like, there's no screenshots or anything I could find unless there's a name of it I don't know, or maybe.
Pretty sure I've been in it, unless it was a different version of the pack.
You know, another thing I was just thinking about, if that world was actually part of, because I was playing a huge mod pack my friend put together. If that world actually was a world part of the game that you can access, and the doors just so happen to take me there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking might be the thing. It might not actually be part of this mod. It might just be a reaction to it, if you will. Like it just happened to implement itself as an option.
And also this big multi-block you see here, this is the auto crafting block.
Oh, that's the auto crafting block. I thought that was the one of the the storage containers for stuff.
No, those see all those are the recipes.
Oh, so you put recipes in. Oh, sweet.
I'll teach you how to make it now.
Um,
So come over here.
okay, cool. Make a recipe?
Not the yeah, so you come over here and I place this block right here, this pattern encoder. And what you see there's already a pattern in there. So you put the recipe in there and you have a blank corner, the blank pattern in the right, and you press encode and now put the pattern.
And is this already in there? The attractive explosive?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I hit clear, right?
Yeah, and then you hit clear.
Oh, and the blank patterns you can only have so many of those. So then how do I make them?
You have to craft blank patterns, which I already can make it auto craft.
Oh,
If you click up here in the crafting terminal
terminals. Okay, right here.
up here where our stuff's stored at.
Whoa.
Yeah, that has items stored in.
We have a lot of stuff. Wow. Yeah, those guys don't have much of a chance. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go through all. We're gonna have to at some point go through all the basic craftings.
Yeah, I've set up a lot of the basic craftings.
Well, I mean, like for everything. I'm talking like all the gears, basic steam dynamos. Like try to do one of everything to get them all in there, so this way we can start building. You know,
The good thing,
yeah.
okay, I want you to craft something for me.
Oh yes. Let's see.
So you can just learn how to use it. So say come down here and say you want to craft like attractive explosive. Go ahead and click it and then I'll tell you how much you want to craft and say you want to craft just 2 of them and then you press begin and now I'll craft it.
Oh, okay. And then I press begin.
It'll do everything it needs.
Oh, cool.
So it'll go ahead and make the gunpowder, and then it'll make the TNT, and then it'll make the condensed explosives, and then it'll make the finished product.
Oh, that's cool. And would so. Okay, so this just shows what we currently have in there, not what we can do. And this is the crafting monitor telling us what it's currently making, right?
Yeah, so if it's like not crafting something, you can see what it's waiting on.
Okay. See, this area, not this area, but let's see. This is really awesome. And this can get bigger, right?
Yeah, and it has 6 pages of patterns it can hold right now.
You know you could have just sunk this in the ground, right?
Yeah, but I liked it like this.
Fair enough. Maybe at some point.
Inside the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say at some point. I was saying like maybe put it to the corners at some point, so this way it fits neater. I'm gonna have to open up a new dimension to redo all of this smelting setup.
Come up here too.
Yes. Why do you keep using this way? I built stairs for a reason.
And then back here in these interfaces, there's patterns too. Patterns also go there, and you use these for machines, like things that need to be crafted in machines.
What do you mean by? Okay, so.
So if you come back here and you click on this middle interface.
Yes.
Bronze is in there.
Oh, I see. And it has to. Okay, so it has to be crafted in there with creating them. Okay.
Yeah, it has to be adjacent to the machine to craft in there.
Oh, induction smelter does its thing, and I can have a bunch of different patterns in here, right?
As much as the bottom could fit where it says processing, that's as much patterns you can in there.
Oh, okay. So that is why. What's this here? This is a pulverizer. This is a furnace. So that is how the machine itself crafts the things, by inputting the pattern in this actual machine, telling it to make something, and then it sucks it back out and puts it in.
machine patterns that you need to be put in an interface that's right behind the machine and configured to a way where it can go in the machine and then come back out. That's what these import buses are.
Oh,
System.
okay. So I can basically, what I'll be doing is taking the setup that we have down there, kind of completely doing away with it, rebuilding a whole new system that takes in the materials, refines, grinds, and everything. And then in the same room, what we could do, wait, can these cables transfer information across dimensions?
I don't think so. That's why I was thinking transfer pipes back here.
So then, yes. So what I'll do is I'll use that for the basic refining process, turn things into ingots and whatnot. And then over on this side, we'll have everything for like repowderization, combinations, resmelting, all that other stuff will be built up here on level 2.
Yeah.
If we even get to that point where we need to worry about that on level 2.
So I was gonna make the quarry and then the system where it pumps in the items it gets from the quarry. It'll avoid cobblestone and dirt because
Why?
you'll get way too much from it.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about doing manual storage and then a void pipe. So basically, I was gonna have like 7 or 8 boxes to fill completely with that stuff, and then once they've overfill or hit, basically the overflow is a void pipe that just teleports it to nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's one way to do away with all that excess crap that we won't need.
Yeah, so I was gonna have it here where it transfers all it, and then I'll separate the ores that can be processed and can't be processed. Then I'll process all the ores, even smelt them back up, and I'm gonna put chests and then external storage buses so we don't waste storage in our actual system.
Okay. So in terms of aesthetics, we should totally put lights up everywhere where they need to be. Just saying.
We could do glowstone.
Um,
Actually, we don't have that much glowstone.
I was gonna use glowstone lanterns.
You mean redstone?
Thank you. That. I don't have as many lanterns as I like. They're basically 4 spaces in between them. So I mean, once you figure out the first line, it's easy to make them from there. So what I'll end up having to do is we'll have to go to the Nether and get some. Actually, okay, so you know when you destroy where is it? You know when you destroy glowstone, it gives you a single, or not single, but it ranges how many powder it gives you, right?
Yeah.
Here, can you do me a favor and place a actual glowstone block on the ground?
Yeah.
Like just place it anywhere. I'm fine with maybe losing out on this test a little bit.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going to test something out. How much did I get? Only 2. Okay. I was thinking maybe the Minum Stone would allow for me to convert it to oopsies, to convert it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Oh, yeah. Only certain, okay, so I guess only certain things are able to change. Interesting. So you.
Yeah, but you see how much charcoal we had.
It makes cool sound.
Did you see how much wood we had? Back at the wood thing.
Yeah. So much.
Oh, dude, we had a lot.
Oh, there's no way to change it back. What? I'm having fun with this. Way too much fun.
I could tell.
I guess once you get to birch, you can't really turn it back. Okay. I better put the stone away. You know, it's cool how much charge that's still in this thing. But yeah, I think that's going to be the next goal, is running over to the Nether, snagging a bunch of stuff, getting it all taken care of. So this way we can get this and the next areas properly lit. Unless there is another way to do lighting with the, what is it? What is it? What is this power again? Like the pipes, I mean.
Buildcraft.
Yeah, is there any Buildcraft lighting?
Applied energistics.
Oh. Well, I'm talking about the redstone conductive pipe.
Oh, that's Buildcraft.
Okay, so for Buildcraft, what do they have for power options, like lighting?
Like lighting.
Yep.
Look real quick.
Do.
If you do the @ symbol, like in the search bar, the @ symbol and then the name of the mod will bring everything up in that mod.
Oh, you're kidding. No way.
And also, I saw you had your search bar double click. That's why it's gold.
Oh, thank you so much.
Did that bug you?
Yes.
Yeah, that bugged me.
It drove me insane. I'm like, why are you doing it? But I'm like, ugh, I might as well just suck it up. I did something and I don't want to make it worse. I was going to ask you about it and then I kept forgetting.
It's double clicked. It's just you do it so like if you have a lot of chests you can't find something, you type the name, you double click, and it'll show you the
Oh. Huh.
the name, also the name of that.
I like that then. And or gates. I don't see any lights. Okay.
I think there's one of the aesthetics mods in here, but I can't.
Well, I'm just going to type the word light and see what happens. Ah, here we go. Stained plant, that's light. So we've got road light. Road light.
Yeah, those are lights. I remember those.
Are they any good though?
Not sure. I've never used them.
Oh, there's also daylight sensor, which is useless, I guess. Oh, Alvery lighting. What is this? Oh, what is that? Impregnated casing. Yes, what is it?
What?
Why'd you hit me?
It was fun.
Oh. I don't know. There's this one thing. It's, you know what? I'm going to look it up, actually. I got my computer sitting here, and I can always check out cool stuff like that. What is it? Alvery. Light. Nope. Minecraft. Alvery. Oh. I'm curious as to what this stuff looks like and if it's any good. I also found out looking at wikis is not the correct way to figure out stuff, because that is so not true anymore with how that works.
Yeah.
I wish I could download a shader pack though. I need to figure out how to do that, because my computer can handle shader packs, and this would make this game look so much cooler. So I guess it kind of explains some of it. Lighting allows all bees to work through the night. So Avery, it's just not right. It's not what we're gonna work with. It's just for bee stuff. Now road light. Wait, what? Redstone lamp, road. Plastic sheets. Raw plastic. Okay. Rubber bar. Okay. Rubber is created from raw rubber.
Yeah.
Shh. You know what that means? We're going on an adventure.
I actually have rubber tree here.
Shit.
There's the sapling.
We're not going on adventure.
You probably could go on an adventure, honestly.
I was like, well, we could go get ourselves a rubber tree and get some other stuff like oil and other things that we don't have.
You could do that. I'm setting up the system now for the quarry.
Yeah, cause yeah. Hey, does oil does oil do the same thing water does, where it creates an infinite spawn just by needing to?
Oil? I don't think so.
Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go on an adventure. Did you want to go with me?
No, I'm gonna set this up.
Seriously? You don't want to go on an adventure?
No, I'm gonna set this up the quarry so we can.
I'm sad, man. Like, rightfully so. Ouch. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna go on a lonely adventure. Okay. Glowstone. Wait a minute. Where am I supposed to be putting items? You seem to have a special thing with loading items. Where do I put them?
You could just dump them in the ME system.
How do I do that? Right click on you and just... Oh,
Yeah,
like that.
throw 'em in there. Yeah.
Well, I guess that's how that works. Vines. Na berries.
We're also gonna teach it fluid ducts, how to make those.
Yeah, because
Teach you how to make hardened glass.
yeah, I noticed that wasn't a thing in there, and we totally should have that.
Especially since I want to make that turbine idea.
Yeah, we should just like basically do a little bit of everything. You know, since those guys are probably, like I said, we have an indestructible base at this point, as long as the doors are not found. Which, if you really want, you can actually destroy the door to in my base.
I know. There's the one in my base and the hub too.
Well, no one knows where yours is.
I know. Nobody knows where my base is.
Yeah, as long as nobody can find your base, they'll be sad.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do something with it in the future.
Oh, cool. Nether ores. Na 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 na. You know what? I'm gonna make a statement. Mine these.
I know I need some food.
Oh, there should be food in the thing with the berries.
In the chest?
Yeah, there's always food in the chest, or should be. I've never actually taken them out. Where? Oh, well, worst case scenario, go back to the overworld, go on top of my base, and grab a bunch of berries. Man, this berry bush has seriously grown. Holy butts. Like, oh my gosh. So many berries. We've gotten so many berries. This is awesome.
Make that,
Can I make jelly out of this?
we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, yeah.
That's using the rubber and stuff, so you might gather some of that.
Okay, so try to gather rubber.
Yeah, I'll tell you the name of the machine now that spawns mobs.
Oh my gosh, we can spawn mobs. Do we have to do some weird DNA encoding stuff?
No.
Death point. Spawn point. Yes. I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm super, super curious. Hey, look. Copper. Copper gravel, I should say. You know, copper... You should probably go get copper in the nether, by the way. Since it's worth way more. In the nether, yeah. Wow. It looks like somebody got blew up by a creeper. Okay.
Oh, in spawn, I saw that.
Yeah, when did that happen?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it looks like they got camouflage paste too.
Oh, they must have been on then, because I looked in their chest the other day, didn't have any.
Oh, so he is on. Oh, that's so good to know. Whoa. What is this? Oh, it's a camouflage torch.
Okay, I found the name of the block. It's called an auto spawner. 2 emeralds, a magma cream,
It's just...
nether wart, and sugar.
Hey, dude, they have a silver torch. What the heck?
Silver torch?
Yeah.
Stone.
Or stone, maybe. I don't know. It just says torch.
Oh, it's probably stone then, because I've made stone torches.
Really? Are they any better than regular torches?
No, but it's just easier for, like, if you're mining, you have some coal, you have some cobble, you could just turn the cobble into stone sticks and then make them into torches. Stay mining.
Oh, gotcha. I'm just checking out all their stuff. They got camouflage paste, though, so... Gotta be smart about this. Oh, my. I don't know if they're using camouflage in the same way as we are, though, you know, where we're hiding doors to alternate worlds. They could just be using it to hide a door to an actual building. Assuming they even have an actual building. I mean, are they even using this base now I think about it? Oh my. They do have... How much metals do they got in here? Oh my gosh, I can't seem to get it to select the metals. Well, that's annoying. Oh. Wow.
What?
I'm confused at this. They must have poured a bunch of iron. I see what happened. They went to they needed to use a specific set of metals, and they ran out of iron or something, and they couldn't finish making the block to get it all out. Why is it buggy like that? God, they even, whoa, they even have rubber. Damn. Is that where you got the rubber from?
Them? No. I went and chopped trees down.
There's a random lever sitting down here, and I don't know if I
Click
trust it. I did click it. Nothing happened. I'm not hearing any motions either. Just gonna leave torches around. They'll know I'm here. Better, to be honest. Here's Kurt's quartz cutting knife. He's like, yeah, I got a quartz cutting knife.
Oh my god, that doesn't do anything.
That was awesome, too. Aw, dude. I'm standing from the spawn point, and if I just look over, they can see everything.
See what?
You can see my base from here. Like, it's all lit up and shit. You can see the big pink tree. Oh my, I wonder where Mango's base is. Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah, here. You can just see my big pink tree and everything.
Oh, light up. That's not obvious, eh?
No, not at all. As long as they're not cheating, I think we're fine. See, if they were streaming, I wouldn't be Whoa. They have a whole rubber tree. Where did they get this rubber tree? Am I allowed to do sabotage at this point?
No.
Shit. Fine. Mom. Oh my gosh, there are holes, pockmarks all over here. And half blown to smithereens trees and Enderman? Oh my gosh. I think these guys are playing with dimensional doors.
Really?
Okay, so I noticed something in my research while I was playing around. If you're playing and you happen to have... Oh. Crap, I think one of them looked at me and I didn't realize it and I looked away.
The Enderman?
Yeah. It started making that sound. Wait a minute, where's all my music? Where's my Jimmy Jams? Why are you not playing my Jimmy Jams? It's not how it works. Play something else. Oh, did it already play through everything? Well, how about Coyote Mountain Jump? Yeah! Inspirational. So, yeah, I'm pretty obvious. If you press X, you can see my giant area completely lit the heck up. I have done a phenomenal job of doing that. Lovely. So, okay, so one of the things, back to what I was saying. When I was playing around with the dimensional gates, I found out that if you break gates or dimensional gates without actually repairing them and leaving the rift, it causes Endermen to spawn all over. And the more you have, the more Endermen happen to spawn. And the fact that they have 2 Endermen, for some reason, just tells me that there must be at least a couple rifts. I mean, they're just floating around right outside, which is weird to me. They normally normally the Endermen actually stay right near the gates. So, and they're staying right in that weird little hole, which I thought was a creeper thing. Now, here's a couple interesting things I also found out. If you use an unstable door, it will teleport you, or you use it at least twice, it will teleport you right back to to an open rift. So if those guys happen to be goofing around with rifts and leave several of them open, creating a unstable zone, then what will happen is if I try to use an unstable door, it'll launch me right there every time, and I won't be able to get away. Basically, if I try, it's kind of shitty, to be honest with you. It's really annoying. I did that in my single player world. I flew for a long time. I was so far away, it was ridiculous, and I used an unstable door, and it popped me all the way back at the start, and I'm like, oh crap, because I can't go back through, or it wouldn't let me go back. Oh boy. It's just kind of interesting to think about. It's just, I guess it's curious for me to think about like what they're doing and what they're up to. I mean, they're not online, which is a bummer because Mike totally could be online right now doing some crazy awesome stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, let me pull back my thing. I think they just might be busy. Family stuffs. You know how that works.
Oh yeah.
So where's the sun, and is it going to rise soon? Because I myself am not an invincible being. Wait a minute. I am. I have an atomic disassembler. So this will do one-hit kills, huh?
Pretty much. If you hit a zombie with it, you'll just see.
I'm not going to hit a zombie with it. I'm going to hit a spider to start with. Well, that worked. Hey, Enderman, come here. Shit. Shit. I made mistakes. Shh. Crap. No. Butt biscuits. Yep, it is not happy at all. I thought hitting it would kill it, and it didn't kill it. The other one's just sitting over there staring at me like, dude, really? Where's this one? It's right there. Oh! It does not kill Enderman in one strike. Did I set it up right?
Oh no. It won't kill him right in one strike.
It's great to know now. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Like 2 or 3 though.
Oh, it's dead. One of them's dead. Where's the other one? God, that's a creepy sound. Where are you? Come fight me!
In the dimension still.
What's in the dimension?
He said that I'm still in the dimension.
Oh, it's cool. I'm going to try to gather my spoils from beating this. Dang it, why am I not running? Run, Nick, run! The sun is back up, and now it's time for me to continue on my way. I did not get anything out of that. I'm depressed. So, it turns out... Remember when I mentioned the, well, you know, the lever? It turns out it's not connected to anything. So that's great to know.
They
Always...
might have dimension modes. I haven't talked to them.
They might. Oh, God, I hope not. That'll make this way more fun. And then it'll make it more fun. Well, I mean, it will make it more fun, but it'll also be more sad. For the sole fact that, well, destroying them will be kind of heartbreaking. Because as a result of, the only way to get rid of the base entirely is to, well, you know, delete the doors. Unless I manage to get into one of them and place a special rift gate or like a dimensional rift thing, then destroy their door so they don't have access to it and then connect it to our hub.
But we'll have access to it.
Yeah, so then all of their stuff becomes our stuff, which is another thing I was worried about, which is why the hub gate is designed the way it is. So this way, even if somebody managed to break in, there is still a one-way gate into my little dimension that you can't get rid of. So I'm quite proud of that little design feature.
Alright, I'm gonna go now.
Oh,
I'm gonna be on that long.
oh, no worries. You take care.
Setting up
Ah, now that is good to know. Thank you.
So don't. If you want, you could try finishing sending up, but remember on the pulverizers you'll get byproducts from some of the ores, so you'll have to route those somewhere else because some of them can't smelt.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
So
right.
that's why it's complicated.
Ah, no worries.
It is,
Look,
but isn't.
it is, but it isn't. I understand. Thank you so much for popping into the stream, though.
Okay, yeah. Of course, of course.
You take care and have a good day.
You too, you too.
Okay. So let's kill these little slime guys, because... Did I not get anything out of that? So, people have been here. Oh, well, there's oil. Hey, blueberries. Don't mind if I do. All right. Ah, and these things too. Do. Ooh, my. I need them to train my little chocobo buddy. Okay. So let's take a look. I'm out and about scouting to see if I can find out if those guys happen to have built a base. Ah. Well, that in itself tells me I'm on the right track. I know which direction gamers actually went. I do know. But seeing that there is a couple... There's cobblestone here. It tells me that these guys have gotten this far. Ugh. Okay. So, I don't think they caused much problem. The only other thing I worry about is maybe Gamers was over here at one point and built that. But I gotta look for signs of a base. It's kind of the thing that I'm more looking for right now. Signs of a base. Little houses, little things. I mean, I know Mike plays, or has played quite a bit, so he'd know how to hide. Not so sure about Kurt, though. Pumpkins. Let's get a couple of you for my garden. And the fact that they have camo paste tells me that they may also have a hidden entrance for theirs like I do mine. Oh my. Is this a raspberry? Just like the other ones? Oh, yep, it's a raspberry, so I already have this. Raspberry bushes. What is that black hole? So we are on a big island, so... Pretty sure their base is going to be over here. Not like here in particular, I'm just saying I'm pretty sure their base is going to be somewhere nearby. It looks like I have oil. But no bucket. Man, see, the one time I don't bring my bucket with me. I don't want to hop in that because I don't want to run the risk. That would be another good hidden entrance, is using an oil spawn with a camouflage block to make it seem like that and being able to pass through it like a liquid. That'd be actually really cool. Not really seeing any other signs. I guess that's kind of the whole point. Not showing any signs of your base. But I need to know, we need to know, where to nuke them. Blueberries. Ugh, this must be hungry work. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Ah, and once again, my music for some reason does not. Still trying to figure out how to get this thing to work. Ooh, there's a little oddly colored sliver over there. Okay, let's see. Ah, chocolate water. Ugh. And I know Kurt has been this far too, since he himself has aimed to get a dog, which are wolves in this game. I know Gamers has been over here for sure too. I might as well pick up some items for him. Ugh, what do I got on me? Go away. Nope. Let's check back here, actually. Anyways. What is the... Emerald! Yeah! Money to the normal folk. We don't need a blackberry bush. I already got several of those. And you are good for the ender dust I will be needing. Get rid of your nether stuff. I'm going to be honest, and some people will probably be like, what? Don't throw away the nether. I'm going to be honest, that stuff is actually useless in this mod pack. It's kind of a bummer. There we go. Okay, so we found out that the chocolate fountain is not what we wanted it to be. It's not anything that we wanted it to be. Yeah, I'm not finding these guys' base. I'm going to have to comb through this a lot better. Heck, to be honest with you, that might actually be their base. I mean, I'm just under the impression that they have to have something somewhere else at this point. I mean, I'm pretty established on my end. Nope, 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 nope. Well, we haven't have not found anything really. Well, the original intent was to show you guys the base. So I'm glad I was able to show you the base. There we go. I better get rolling because the sun sets. I'm gonna be attacked by wolves. Man, they are everywhere. Oh, jeez. Those guys were not kidding. Wolves. Absolutely everywhere. Okay, well... I'm just going to climb trees for now. Oh, anybody else play Minecraft that has ever had to do this? Tree climbing. Simply to help avoid certain things. You know, one of the things that we're going to be adding to our base is going to actually be teleporters. For something like that, I'm actually super excited and just kind of intrigued by the whole idea of it all. Okay. Looks like I got myself some lapis. There we go. A nice little hovel. Nice. And I guess that's how I'm going to have to leave myself tonight. Mainly because I don't want to lose my disassembler. And I don't trust myself in the dark since I have a hard time seeing. So that's going to conclude this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. It has been a blast. I'm glad I was able to show you guys the interesting inside of the base. Now, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, feel more than free to comment them. If you like this video at all, you know exactly what to do. You can like, subscribe. You can even follow me at my Twitter link and support my channel on my Patreon, which is also a link in the description. Special shout out again for Gamers. He is my buddy on this one. And we're going to be doing a lot more building. We're going to get a little bit bigger. A lot of this is just establishing stuff, which a lot of people want to watch as we just basically establish ourselves. But we will pop into build streams where we're just going to focus on building big, beautiful bases and, you know, chatting it up and having a good time. You know? So, I want to thank you all once again so much for joining me. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Mango out!